And guys, let's go ahead and move on to topic number 7. It has to do with Emily Blunt again as well. She just, she has a lot to say in Hollywood right now. And, again, I don't blame her, but this is kind of shifting over to some superhero news. But she's tired of all the fan casting. She is, she says it has been exhausted. And so let's go ahead and talk about that.
Who does she think is watching her movies?
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about it.
Who do you think's buying her Mercedes and her fancy house? Who do you think's paying for all that crap? It's the fans. So shut up and deal with it.
Shut up.
And
sorry, that wasn't my turn yet.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. But I have the report right here from IndieWire. And it says Emily Blunt says she's no longer likes the superhero genre. It has been exhausted. We are inundated. It's not only all movies, it's endless TV shows as well, Blunt says. And she scrolls down. Emily Blunt was close to joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Black Widow and Iron Man 2. But a scheduling conflict with the Jack Black starring family adventure Gulliver's Travels prevented her from playing a superhero since then. Superhero buzz has often circled Blunt. The most recent rumors would have you believe Marvel is considering Blunt for Sue Storm in his upcoming John Watts-directed Fantastic Four movie, but Blunt recently told Howard Stern via Insider that's not the truth. And so I'll just go ahead and say this real quick. I think she's just kind of blowing smoke. It is all about where the money resides.
Exactly.
And let me just, better fan casting, Blunt said about Fantastic Four. Cast the rumors while on her promotional tour for A Quiet Place 2. No one has ever received a phone call. That's just people saying, wouldn't it be great? Lamont, I'm coming to you, man. People have been speculating for the longest that they want her as Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four, but she's talking about it's exhausting and, blah, 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 blah. How you feeling about this, man? You think there's any truth to her comments, or is she just trying to get a higher pay raise and this is kind of some type of negotiation tactic?
Man, if it's so exhausting, sit your ass down and take 2 puffs on the asthma pump or something. I mean, man, look, it ain't that serious, Emily, and I'm a big fan. If you're really that damn exhausted, step aside, because I'm sorry to tell you this. This is the genre that people are paying the big bucks for. This is what people want to see. And when you give people what they want to see, they exchange that with money. People are telling you, and I don't know how you got fan casted to the front of the line with your husband to be Sue Storm. Anyway, I guess because you're married to your husband and they just didn't want to break y'all up or something. And it sounds to me like there's a little bit of hating going on because you didn't get Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. So when you add all these different elements for you to make your statement, I think what you don't know that you did was you just slapped the fans who pay your checks in the face by saying we need to watch something else on TV. And if the genre, and we had this debate last week, Larry said he worries that we might get superhero fatigue. And I told Larry, they said the same thing after the first Avengers. And then after that, every superhero movie was starting to make $1 billion or get close to it. So there's no such thing as fatigue as long as whatever you put on the screen has a good script, good cast, and it has the elements people like. It don't matter what it is. So Emily, put on an oxygen mask, sit on down, put somebody else in the starting 5, and chill the hell out.
Right on. I'm coming to you, Larry. How you feeling about all this?
Yeah, I just say bye, Felicia. Be out. I'll be honest with you. Anybody who's like, I think that it's overrated or it's done or we're inundated. I don't want those people in any superhero role because these superhero movies nowadays, they're not one-offs. You know, people have universes and they're building out these universes. So people are going to be there for potentially decades, for 10, 15, 20 years sometimes. You might run into 2 decades with the same actor. I mean, we practically had that with what's his name, with played Iron Man, And so I feel like if you're already talking about you're tired of it, that's the last person that you want to cast in that role because you don't want them to be 1 or 2 movies in and then they're like, oh, I'm so tired of this. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of playing a superhero. This superhero stuff is played out. I don't want to hear any of that. I just want people that are enthusiastic about it, people that are hungry, that still want to do the work. And if she doesn't want to do it, she wants to go and make, dramas or rom-coms or something. Let her go do it. Go do whatever else you're going to do.
Right on.
So
before I come to you, Elliot, let me read this. Speaking about the superhero genre at large, Blunt added, it's been exhausted. We are inundated. I already read this part. It's not easy to say that it's not to say that I never want to play one. It would just have to be something so cool, like a really cool character, and I'll be interested. And her husband, he has different feelings about this. Blunt's husband and Quiet Place co-star and director John Krasinski feels differently. Addressing cast rumors about playing Mr. Fantastic and Fantastic Four, Krasinski told Men's Health last year, I love those movies because they're fun, but I also think they're really well done, Krasinski said. I have no idea what Marvel are thinking, but if they are considering me for Mr. Fantastic, continue to consider me because I would love it. And so it's kind of weird that their husband and wife and have completely different conflicting statements. They need to have a conversation in the bedroom next time before they speak, because that just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Yeah. Again, personally, I just think that I know she's going to accept the role. Yeah. I think she's just negotiating a bigger check. But Elliot, how you feeling about all this?
That's where I was going at. This is Emily Blunt. She's on Howard Stern. The context of the question was just probably, obviously she's doing the Quiet Place 2 tours, and they probably asked her, hey, have you heard about the rumors of you being in Marvel? And, after the 100th time she's probably been asked that in the day, she probably had the time just to kind of, maybe pretend to speak her mind. But I think you're totally right, Brandon. I think this is her just asking for a slightly bigger paycheck because she's already in the bed with Disney. She already did Mary Poppins, and she did Jungle Book later this year. She's already working with Disney. So I think it's the writing's on the wall in regards to, even if it's not like them to be in the film, like their own solo film, everyone knows that Doctor Strange is supposed to have like these alternate characters. So we might get like a fun fan casting of them being like an alternate universe Fantastic Four. But I think, this is just her saying that she's just having fun. I think by the end of this year, we'll hear Emily Blunt, John Krasinski as Sue and, Richard Fantastic Four. So I think this is her just asking for a little bit of money because Paramount, she's not getting the money for A Quiet Place 2, so she's going back to Disney to get paid.
Right on.
And Avery, when they showed the lineup, Fantastic Four was in that Marvel lineup they released last week. That was in that lineup. So I think the writing's on the wall with this.
They can pass. They can go ahead and cast Boris Kojo and Nicole Ari Parker in there instead.
You could.
I'll take those two instead of these. If she don't want to be in there, I don't want her to get cast in there, and then she's tired of it 2 movies in, and then she's trying to convince her husband to dip out of it too because she's sick of it.
She want to be there, but let me
grab it.
Yeah. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. Okay.
Sam 999 super chat. Where the money reside? Yes, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. I don't know why I put so much extra emphasis on that. I was just really feeling it, but thank you, Sam. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Why are you clapping, bro?
Because that's where the money resides.
And what One Take Big Dog say, Larry, you on your own on this one. That's what's up.
I'm on my own so many times. One take.
Yeah, that is true.
I stay on my own half the time, man.